Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're digging into something pretty fascinating. It's right at the crossroads of, politics, big tech, and this really specific kind of wild corner of the crypto market.
Absolutely.
So our mission here is to unpack what's going on based on this news report. It's titled America Party Meme Coins Rally After Musk's 4th of July tweet.
A very timely piece.
Exactly. It covers events literally from yesterday, July 4th, 2025. And there are some, surprising connections here. We're looking at how a major tech figure's political talk is making waves in places you might not expect.
It really is an intriguing mix, isn't it? It pulls together legislation, social media influence,
Right.
finance.
Definitely.
And it raises some big questions about, how influence works now and how markets react almost instantly.
Okay, so let's unpack this then. The starting point, the big event, was yesterday, July 4th. This big, beautiful bill focused on economic stuff, digital innovation it passed, became law.
A pretty significant piece of legislation.
Yeah, huge. But that wasn't the only thing that happened. Its passage immediately triggered something else.
Right, Elon Musk.
Exactly. The moment that bill was official, Musk basically said, okay, I'm doing it. He announced he'd launched the America Party, just like he'd vowed he would if the bill passed.
And that's the spark for everything we're seeing now.
That's the trigger point, yeah. Made headlines immediately.
And what's fascinating here is this wasn't totally out of the blue from him, was it?
No.
Well, he's actually been, floating this idea of a third party for, most of the last week.
Oh, okay.
On X, his platform, sort of asking for community feedback, seeing what people thought, almost like he was waiting for this bill.
Right. And he did that poll on X, didn't he? What were the results there?
Yeah, he did. The report says over 60% were in favor of him starting this party.
60%. Sounds pretty solid on the surface.
It does, yeah. But this raises an important question, I think. 60% sounds good, but you have to remember, he literally owns X. So, for something he's pushing on his own site, asking his followers directly, maybe 60% isn't quite the overwhelming mandate, it might seem.
Good point. It could be more of an echo chamber thing than like broad popular support.
Exactly. It suggests maybe it doesn't command massive support even within his sort of core online audience.
Okay, so that's the political side kicking off. But then here's where it gets really interesting, right? The market reaction.
Oh, yeah. Almost instantaneous.
The crypto market it went wild. Musk's plan immediately spawned a token, like instantly.
Yep.
We're talking about the AP Token America Party, a meme coin. And this thing, it spiked over 150%.
Incredible jump.
Reached a market cap of, $10 million? And it became the #1 trending token on DEX Screener.
And just to clarify for listeners, this AP token is Solana-based.
Right. Why is that significant?
Well, Solana is a blockchain known for being really fast and having low fees. So it's become like a go-to place for launching these kinds of meme coins really quickly and handling lots of trading volume. Gotcha. And DEX Screener, think of it like a real-time chart for all these decentralized tokens. Seeing AP trend there means massive immediate buzz, lots of speculative trading happening right then.
And looking at the report, this isn't the first time Musk's political talk has moved meme coins, is it?
Not at all. If we connect this to the bigger picture, yeah, there's a pattern.
Yeah.
His past clashes with Trump, for example, also fueled trading in related meme coins.
Interesting.
And this AP token, it's not alone right now. It's actually one of 5 different America Party-themed tokens trending.
5 of them, wow.
Yeah. And, we should also remember the date, July 4th, U.S. Independence Day. That patriotic theme might also be giving these specifically branded coins an extra little nudge.
So it's this confluence of his announcement, the patriotic holiday, and this tendency for markets to react.
Precisely. It highlights how celebrity influence and political narratives can just ignite these speculative bubbles, especially in, less regulated spaces like meme coins.
Okay, let's shift back to the politics for a second. Musk's actual plan for the America Party. It's quite specific, isn't it?
It is. Very targeted.
He's talking about a laser focus, just 2 or 3 Senate seats and maybe 8 to 10 House districts?
That's the proposal, yeah. Not a broad nationwide push initially.
And his reasoning for that?
Well, he stated that given how incredibly tight the margins are in Congress right now.
Razor thin.
Yeah. He thinks winning just those few seats would be enough.
Oh.
Enough to make his party the deciding vote on really contentious laws.
A kingmaker, basically.
Kind of. His stated goal is ensuring those laws reflect the true will of the people, as he put it.
That's a bold claim.
Yeah.
But how feasible is this? Does he have a good track record with this kind of political maneuvering?
Well, this raises another important question. Looking at his past efforts,
Okay.
the report points out, remember when he and Trump were, well, closer allies?
Vaguely, yeah.
He barely tried to give a boost to several GOP campaigns in Wisconsin.
And how did that go?
It completely failed, according to the source. Didn't move the needle.
Ah, okay, so not a great precedent there.
Not really. And while, he obviously still has enormous resources,
For sure.
starting a whole new party, even a targeted one, and making it actually influential, that's a much, much tougher challenge than just, say, boosting existing campaigns. It needs real grassroots work, a consistent message, not just cash.
So, a significant uphill battle, politically speaking.
Definitely seems that way.
Okay.
Significantly more difficult.
Okay, so bringing it back to the money side then, what does this all mean for, the traders watching this?
Well, you can bet that traders, especially on platforms like Pump.fun,
What's Pump.fun known for?
it's basically a platform where people can launch new tokens, often highly speculative meme coins, incredibly quickly. Very high risk, high reward kind of environment.
Got it. So those traders.
Yeah, they're definitely jumping on this. They're speculating on Musk's America Party idea, trying to ride the hype wave with these AP tokens and others.
Making crypto trades based on his announcement.
Exactly. But, and this is but if we connect this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
there's a critical warning here.
Which is?
While this kind of, viral hype around Musk and politics will probably keep buzzing among meme coin fans for a bit, it's also prime territory for scams. Pump and dump schemes are almost inevitable in these situations.
Right. Can you explain that a bit more? How does that work typically?
Sure. So with a pump and dump, you have early insiders or coordinated groups who buy up a new cheap token, like one of these AP coins.
Okay.
Then they use hype, social media, maybe misleading claims to drive the price way up. That's the pump.
Attracting other buyers who see the price rising.
Exactly. Then, once the price is high enough, the original group dumps all their tokens, cashing out for a big profit.
And everyone else.
The price crashes, and anyone who bought in late is left holding basically worthless tokens. The hype disappears, liquidity dries up.
So the incredible gains we see, like that 150% spike, could just be the pump phase.
It very often is, yes. That's the danger. It's crucial for anyone watching this space to be incredibly careful. Look beyond the hype. Is there any real utility? Any genuine community? Or is it just hot air and a rising chart? Extreme volatility here often hides manipulation.
That's a really vital warning. Thanks for clarifying that. So, stepping back from the details, what really stands out to you about this whole situation, this rapid link between political talk and financial speculation?
For me, it's the speed and the directness. How a single person's statement, amplified by their platform, can instantly create not just conversation, but actual tradable assets, however speculative, that people pour millions into.
Yeah, the immediacy is striking.
It really blurs the lines, doesn't it, between political discourse, celebrity culture, and financial markets.
Okay, so just to quickly summarize what we've dug into today, we saw Elon Musk's 4th of July political declaration about launching the America Party.
Following the passage of that major bill.
Right, and the immediate kind of explosive reaction in the meme coin world with tokens like AP spiking massively.
Yep, over 150%, hitting a $10 million market cap briefly.
We also looked at the actual political plan, that highly targeted strategy for a few House and Senate seats.
And the historical context there, the challenges he faces based on past political efforts, like in Wisconsin.
Making it ambitious, but maybe difficult. And finally, the whole speculative crypto landscape around it, the opportunities traders are chasing.
But also the very real risks of scams and pump and dumps that always follow this kind of viral hype.
Absolutely. A crucial warning there.
And I think, the real value in understanding all this isn't just knowing the facts. It's about thinking critically.
How so?
Well, knowledge is powerful when you actually apply it, right? So this deep dive hopefully encourages you, the listener, to really process the flood of information we all get, to question how market trends get started, sometimes by things completely outside traditional finance.
That's a great point. And maybe a final thought for everyone listening to chew on.
Go for it.
Consider how powerful figures, even if they aren't traditional politicians, can now sway these speculative digital markets almost instantly with just their words. What does that imply?
Yeah.
For the future of digital assets, maybe even for how public conversations happen more broadly.
A lot to think about there.
Definitely. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.